Good morning. We are live at Broncos Stadium in the Club Level West Lounge this morning, where they have set up a stunning tribute to Pat Bowlen, the longtime Denver Broncos owner who passed away last week after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. This really is part memorial, part museum, because there are some items on display here that are truly special and unique, and really this may be the one time Broncos fans will be able to see some of these items on display. So this morning we wanted to take you here on Facebook and walk you around this tribute in case you can't make it out here, or if you want to see why it's worth coming out here today. So we'll show you some of the items, just incredible, from Pat Bowlen's personal collection. The fur coat that everyone loved seeing him wear. He was fond of dressing in style, of course. Some of the items from his wardrobe and donated from his family and personal home here. And then we have his office, a recreation of his desk here, actually, with what I love here, the to-do list. Be number one in everything, beat the Raiders, and win Super Bowls. Of course, he won 3 Super Bowls in his 35 years as owner. We have the cowboy boots, the sunglasses, of course. You never saw Mr. B without those. The Super Bowl rings, very special here, that are on display. A lot of this, of course, celebrating the victories, which he was all about winning. But there are a lot of personal touches here as well, and we'll get to those. As I said, this is a part museum and part memorial. Really, Broncos fans are invited to come out, take pictures, enjoy themselves, because this stuff is really incredible to see. And even though this is a memorial event, certainly this is exciting for Broncos fans. We have the AFC championship trophies here dating back to 1986, 88, the years we did not win the Super Bowl. As a Denver native, I remember those years well. My mom is a huge Broncos fan. Of course, then we get to the late 90s, and finally a victory, Super Bowl 98, 99, and then of course Super Bowl 50 in 2016. We have those trophies here on display at the service. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask here on Facebook right now. I'll give you a little bit of information. You can come out here from 10 till 3 today. Again, this is at Broncos Stadium in the Club Level West Lounge. And fans are told to park in lots C or J and come in through gate 2. Of course, there will be plenty of people showing you the way and pointing out some of the security and other things that you may need to go through. There could be as many people here as you would see on a game day, or maybe a lot less than that. We'll see. Broncos are prepared for pretty much as many people as decide to show up today. As you're looking at right now, we have a lot of photos, family photos from the Bowlen family that they contributed to this memorial here. So you can really come here and get a look into his personal life, his family and children, wedding photos, birthdays, his grandchildren. These are beautiful photos here that give you a look inside his life. As a much younger man even, of course, the last few years were particularly hard for those close to Mr. Bowlen, watching him struggle with Alzheimer's disease. And then, of course, now we are really just looking back and also remembering what he did for the Broncos and his legacy, of course, what he'll continue to do for them, because we know that they will continue to carry on his spirit and do so much the way that he might have done things. The Broncos have said so many wonderful things about him in the last several days. What you're looking at here is the service, the visitation area. So this is going to be the more solemn area of today's memorial, where we currently have people setting up the flowers, candles. This will be a quiet area to reflect and pay your respects to Pat Bowlen. We know the Bowlen family is going to be here today, thanking fans in attendance for their support. We expect that there may be some team players and staff here as well. And we have, as I mentioned, heard from a lot of them over the past few days talking about Pat Bowlen and just how important, as an owner, you don't always hear that, but he was so critical and integral to this team and the way that they did things. So just a wonderful and just a wonderful guy, they've been saying, who always did everything for everyone else, made sure the team had what they needed, and was always concerned about others. Some great old pictures here. Love love the pictures from the seasons in the 90s and the 80s, of course, that longtime fans will remember well. Back from the old logo days, of course, here. So we're going to see photos and video, a video tribute here to Mr. Bowlen as well that you'll be able to enjoy. This is from 10 to 3 again, so you can come in and take your time. You don't have to rush through it. You can really spend as much time as you want here, paying your respects and celebrating Mr. Bowlen's life and the Broncos and his legacy here. So we'll take you around a little bit more. We have, as I said, just so much to see here. The memorabilia, old Sports Illustrated covers, footballs, trophies, rings. Just a lot that will have Broncos fans no doubt reminiscing about all these great years, great seasons of the past. And this is a fitting way to pay tribute to him and for fans to be able to thank Pat Bowlen for his contributions to the team. I see a few people weighing in here on Facebook, thanking him for the memories. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them here. Someone says how much. This is free. You can come here today and walk through this tribute. Take your time here from 10 till 3. This is on the Club Level West Lounge in Broncos Stadium. And it'll be similar to coming to a game. You'll come in, they'll get you parked in lots C or J, and there will be some security in place. So just like a game, we could see many thousands of people here today, or maybe not quite as many. It just sort of depends. The Broncos said they really don't know what to expect, but they do know that this is a one-time opportunity for fans, so they know that they expect a lot of people will want to come out and see some of these items that will be on display for this one day only here. As we look around, seeing some great memorabilia from John Elway as well that's been set up here. And from all the Broncos, some excellent pictures, awards that he received. He was such a community member as well, so giving to the whole Denver community. I know that the family has asked that any donations be made in his name to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Denver or to the Alzheimer's Association if you would like to show your support in one of those ways. I love this wall here. Just some great photos of him with past presidents, President George H.W. Bush here, Denver Post articles, which I'm kind of a nerd, but I love to read these old news articles about the wins, about the losses, about the good times and bad. You've got the Sports Illustrated covers here on this next wall that we'll show you, and it's really just a big display of Broncos history in addition to a wonderful tribute to Pat Bowlen. So come on out, guys, fans. It's worth your time here. I'm not the biggest Broncos fan. My mom is the big Broncos fan. I know she would like to be here, and I know fans would really love to be here. If I'm saying it, then you know it's true, that this is really something special. So thank you for tuning in for Facebook Live today. And again, we'll see you out here at 10 this morning.